Hello again, and thank you for joining Jeff and Jenny's Classic Restorations. A bit of a humid day again today, and Jenny's got her fan on. We're actually having the toilet redone downstairs, half utility, half toilet room. So they're going to turn the power off in a minute, so that'll be the end of her fan, and probably won't have any lights in there in a minute. But what I wanted to do today, just have a bit of a break from the NSU quickly. I'm going to go back to the Royal Alloy GP, and I was just checking the coolant level yesterday. It's a bit awkward to get to, and I could just see it's actually on the minimum. So to top that up, you've got to take the side panel off, and there's a chap on the internet called Royal Alloy Guy, very informative, but he hasn't done any videos for from what I can see, a few years on the Royal Alloy. So I'm just going to, because this is a 2024 model, well, it's a 25 plate, which probably be slightly different. So I'm going to take the side cover off to get to this header tank, and so come and join me whilst we've got some power, and we're trying to get the side cover off and get this coolant topped up. Right, so I've got this jacked up as far as I can because of the screen on it, but I'll show you underneath briefly. It's a bit of a faff to get it done, but it's on the minimum, and of course I'll be using it for work, and the weather's getting warmer, so I'm thinking I'll get it topped up. I'm due for a service at 600 miles. It's only about 250, and what I'm looking at doing is perhaps doing the first service myself anyway. I know it invalidates the warranty, but I've had so many problems taking scooters in for their servicing and come back with different things missing or broken, and one occasion no wheel nut at the back. So I decided I'll bite the bullet. I'll do it myself. I've got the oil and everything ready, but it was just still a few hundred miles to go. But the car, for instance, yes, I'll continue with the warranty and get it serviced with them. But I'll show you underneath here. I'll show you the tank, and then we'll try and get this panel off. Slightly different to the one on the video of Royal Alloy Guy, and but let's have a go. Right, so if we have a look under here, here's the header tank, and we've got this pipe in the way, but you can see here this is the minimum line there, so it's just on that. So I want to be able to top that up with, I have got some green antifreeze coolant, so but to get to that, the top of it, we've got to take the side cover off. So let's give it a go. Right, the first bolt, if we go under here, is just there. That's the first one, so I'll just get that one out. I believe they're 10mm sockets, so we get that one off. Well, that was actually 8mm according to the other website. It was a 10, so things have changed slightly, and this is one reason I like to do my own servicing, because I can keep a check on things as well and make sure things are tight, and even do a little bit of ACF 50 here and there, which you wouldn't get in the garage. But I did notice this morning, there's a missing nut in there, or bolt. Looking at the other side, it's a Allen key thing on there. So but I just got some more from Screwfix today, the stainless steel, so that'll go in there with a little washer, a rubber washer, later on. So I think that is the middle one, because according to the other Royal Alloy Guy, it's actually underneath. So I'm hoping that's just one to come off there, and then the other one I'm going to take off now, if I can find it. We use the torch. We still have electric at the moment, so it's where are we? Under there, that one there, right behind that pipe. So we get that off, and then hopefully that will come off in the side panel if there isn't a middle nut, but if there is, we'll go back to that. That was a 10mm nut on that one. So hopefully that should lift this off now. I'm hoping that was what the original middle one was. I think now, because that is fixed to the to here, that bolt, we should be able to pull this out. I'm hoping. There we go. Right. so that's off. Now down here we've still got the indicator connector here, so I'll get that off. There we are. Now bear with me 1 second whilst I pull this cable out. Yeah, it's just one of these ones you just push in. Hopefully it will come out. Yeah, like that. Right, now we're going to get this out of the way, because you know what I'm like, I'll go and step on it or something. So let me just put this somewhere safe. Right, so now you can see the head of the tank, it's on the minimum mark there, and the maximum is up the top there. So it's, with the summer weather coming, we don't want to be too low with that. So at the top of this, behind these brake cables somewhere, where did I see it? Up this way, just tucked in there, you probably can't see it, is the top of the head of the tank there. So we've got to pull this rubber bung off the top, which is a bit fiddly, but it should come out. There we go. See what a palaver, just the top water up, isn't it, or coolant. Just let that fall out here. There we are. So yeah, there's the rubber bung. So this is what I got. This is the coolant it uses, the green one, and it's a manual, which is quite a good make. So what I've done, I poured some of that into a clean jug now, and also I got this on eBay. How good it is, I don't know. There are some bikes that come with these funny shaped funnels, but I haven't got one of those. So I'm going to try and get that into the little top there. Hopefully this will work. Let me just get that in there and we'll give it a go. Well, that's gone in there quite nicely now, so we're just going to top this up and just keep an eye on the level in there in a minute. Without it going all over the floor. No, it seems to be alright, would you believe? Just keep an eye, let that go down. Just keep an eye on how we're doing with the level. Oh, nearly, just it's almost there actually, just a touch more I think, just a touch. There we go. Well, that idea worked well, didn't it? For a change. Okay, we can pull that out and try and get this rubber bung back in, and then we get the side back on again. I know that it is a bit awkward. You have this rubber, they have improved it I believe, so you've got to get this rubber back round the side panel and try and line it all up with it staying in place. So we'll try to do that in a minute. We'll get this rubber bung thing back in and we'll carry on. Right, okay, so I've now gone round with some ACF 50 on top of the tank as far as I can this side. Obviously when we do the other side I can do that as well. Come around with some ACF 50 on the pipes and everything to keep them clean, so if there's any leaks we can see them instead of a load of dirt. So now I'll put this trim back round. Hopefully it's a better one than there was originally, I believe. That was a nightmare. People stick it on with tape to start with, but hopefully we can get away with that. Just got to connect up the brake again, or the light anyway, and then we need to get that end in first really through that hole, and then sort of just bring it down, and hopefully this seal will stay in place. So I'll just quickly get that one put in, the light, and then we'll try and get it on and see how we go on. Right, so it's plugged in the light, so now we just want to get this one lined up with this hole here, a bolt. I can see what I'm doing. Actually, maybe we have to just go on top first. So well, it's staying in place at the moment, this rubber. So we've got to get that to go through there and over a bit. I see this coming out again. Bear with me a minute, let's try and get this sort of sorted. Well, eventually that seems to have gone down all right. That's gone into this hole there, and this seems to have slipped onto that lip now, and that's okay there. So hopefully these screws will bolt up and that should do it. Let's give it a go. Okay, so we're just finishing off now with this new bolt through there, 5mm bolt, and that's it. It's all back together again. I've put grease everywhere. I'll give that a wipe down in a minute. But yeah, a bit of a palaver in it just to check the water or top it up. So next time hopefully I'll be doing this will be to do the full service at 600 miles. So we'll leave it at that today. I just thought I'd show you how awkward it is, and also how awkward these panels are, metal panels. But it's all back on now, sealed in, and didn't have too much trouble with the seal. So let's get this cleaned and call it a day. Well, Jenny hasn't moved much, still humid, quite sweaty in that shed. It's getting towards summer now, isn't it? I hope you enjoyed this little video for the Royal Alloy. I'll be doing a few more bits and pieces later on, as I say, with the service at 600 miles. I just feel every time I take a scooter in to be serviced, I end up with more problems than I went in with. Or in fact, I go in with no problems and I come out with problems. Plus it's about 10, 20 miles or 10, 15 miles away. So I'll just do it myself and just bite the bullet. If something goes wrong, I have to pay for it. As I say, with the car, for instance, yes, I'll go for the keep up with the servicing for the warranty. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Not sure next week we'll be back to the NSU quickly, but thanks for watching. You take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.